Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Flawless 195 World Tour. I'm Captain Wilson, and this is flight 136 of 218. It's Tashkent, Uzbekistan to Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. Departure time is going to be about 5 p.m. local time, and we are running out of daylight. In fact, sunset is in about 20 minutes at the destination we're going to, which is Manas Airport, Bishkek. So we might be landing just after the sun goes down, so I'll get this flight up and running as quickly as possible. Predicted flight time is about 40 minutes, so we get up to cruising altitude, maybe cruise for 5 or 10 minutes, and then head back down. We haven't got ILS in, but I think it's pretty flat, and the flight path lines us up pretty nicely with the runway, so we won't have to do any major complicated deviations on the way. And it should be pretty simple coming down. There's a bit of cloud cover, 2 degrees, but not anything extreme on the weather front. And like I say, the terrain looks pretty flat coming in. We go over some mountains on the ascent, but then it should level out, flatten out as we come on down. But yeah, the sun might disappear mid-flight. We are in sunset hour. We're in golden hour as we head from Tashkent northeast to Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. Let's get this flight underway. Flight 136. I'll get the safety demo on now, and then something about F1 testing while we're up there. But yeah, 40 minutes heading northeast. This is flight 136, Tashkent, Uzbekistan to Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. Let's get things set up and underway because the daylight is failing us. Let's get up there, speak to you when necessary. Enjoy the flight.
Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on. We recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and click together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into this tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrests down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff.
Climb and maintain flight level 270 British Airways. flight level 290 British Airways.
Well, what about that? What about that for visibility? That was one of the worst, if not the worst, visibility-wise. But I kept my calm. I didn't panic. I got the speed down and prayed for a runway. And at the last second, I saw one. That was horrendous. I don't know if it's like low cloud. Extremely low, like ground level cloud going on. That was really bad visibility wise. On the music front, it was epic, wasn't it? If I don't say so myself. Not sad. There wasn't a sad song played. Just music that means something. No, listen, that was... I was trying to keep my calm there, but I could not see anything. Should we park it up here? Yeah, this'll do. This'll do. I don't know if we're in the middle of like a... I don't know if this is really a parking spot, but this is what's happening. I could go over there to that gate, but that's enough stress for one flight. No, we've got it down, got a nice, beautiful touchdown in the end, but wow, I could not see anything coming in there for the last 10 minutes of that flight. That was just pure VFR map and pray. And luckily, we were more or less, the flight plan, like I said at the beginning, more or less lined us up perfectly with the runway, so I didn't have to do any mad deviations. But yeah, visibility wise, that was horrendous, especially with the sun going down halfway through the flight as well. But let's see how long it took us then. We are down on the ground safely. You can take your seatbelts off and breathe out. Why are they always on the edge of... Do you know what? I haven't had a straightforward flight for about 6 or 7 flights where I've just gone, yeah, no dramas, no nothing to talk about, see you next time. It seems to be all these stands have all been a challenge. Whether it's Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, all of them, Afghanistan, they've all been a big challenge. But we have passed every single challenge thus far that the stands have thrown at us, and yet another challenge is passed. There we go. I said 40 minutes, and there we go. Will you blame me for being 13 seconds late? There you go then. UTTT to UCFM. This has been Tashkent, Uzbekistan to Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. Now, it's not strictly speaking centre. This is not city centre Bishkek. This is a few miles north, but it is the nearest sort of big runway to the centre of Bishkek. So we are a few miles north. We are in Manas Airport, Bishkek, no ILS, but we are down safely. Just about saw that runway in time and managed to swerve us in. Nice touchdown. This has been Flight 136, Tashkent, Uzbekistan to Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan in 40 minutes and 13 seconds. Please do join me next time for we'll be heading north to Astana, Kazakhstan. I think it is a longer flight. We'll definitely be over the hour mark. It might be closer to an hour and a half, maybe even longer than that, heading north to Astana, Kazakhstan, before we then split the flight in half from Astana, Kazakhstan to Ulaanbaatar, which is the capital of Mongolia. We split that in half because it would be a 4-hour flight plus to Mongolia. So what I'm doing is I'm going to a runway about halfway across in, I think it's Abakan, Russia. So we sort of go, Astana, Kazakhstan to Russia, and then Russia, it's about halfway onto Mongolia and then onto China and that. So we just got one more flight heading north, and then we're heading east for hours and hours and hours. And what I'll start having to do is, because I do these flights sort of mid-morning / lunchtime, what'll start having to happen as we head further east, by the time we get to Mongolia, the flight, the daylight hours will be so much different that I'll probably start doing late night flights, which will be dawn in that part of the world. So I'll have to switch up my strategy, because all the flights thus far, all 136 flights, have been mid-morning, because I usually work evenings. But I'll have to switch that up and start doing late night flights UK time for an early morning flight in the eastern region of the world. But there you go. That's how it's going to be from well, not from now on, but from once we get another 2 or 3 flights over and we really we're hundreds and hundreds of miles further east. I'll have to switch up the strategy of how we do this to match up with daylight hours. But there you go. The sun went down about halfway across, which is what was predicted. And we are through the mist, through the fog, through the cloud, somehow, again, down safely. I've been Captain Wilson. This is the Flawless 195 World Tour. And you know the score. The World Tour continues no matter what it throws at us. I'll see you next time as we head for Astana, Kazakhstan. Another stressful one, but we're down safe. See you next time. Bye for now.